Guys, 2021 is almost over and it's time to upgrade your wallet. Our friends at Ridge are here to help you step up your pocket game. This incredible wallet is light, sleek, and industrial. It doesn't fold or awkwardly bulge in your back pocket. Ridge wallets hold to 12 cards, plus all the cash you need. Choose from over 30 colors and styles, including carbon fiber and burnt titanium. It is the best wallet you can buy, and you don't have to just take my word for it because there's over 30,000 five-star reviews. I was skeptical at first, but once you try it, you'll never go back to your old wallet, and there's no pressure. Test it out for 45 days. If you don't love it, send it back, get a full refund. A Ridge wallet is the perfect gift for the holidays. There's a lifetime warranty, and when you click the link in the description, you'll get 10% off today with free worldwide shipping and returns. Go to ridge.com/Chael. That's ridge.com/Chael and use the promo code Chael. What do you do with Clay Guida? What do you do with him? What do you do if you're him? Proud is a word weird for me to use because I'm a fan. So to say I'm proud of somebody just because I'm a fan, right? A coach gets to be proud. A parent gets to be proud. Clay's brother, of course, gets to feel proud. Do I get to? I shouldn't. But I do. I'm proud of him. This is incredible what he just accomplished. You guys saw Clay over the weekend. Let me back up. Clay is taking on a seven-time World Jiu-Jitsu champion. Clay is eligible to have that fight stopped against him 40 seconds in. He becomes eligible again at 47 seconds in. He reaches eligibility again at 52 seconds in. He reaches eligibility again at 91 seconds in. In the first round, there was 5 positions where referee Keith Peterson could have stopped the fight and nobody would have said anything. Nothing. Clay wouldn't have complained. The opponent would have understood. Keith Peterson, go about his life. No problem. But Keith was looking for something a little bit more and he didn't see it. So Clay got to survive. And Clay did move. He did move just enough. He'd get to a single. He'd get to a double. He'd back away. He moved just enough. I saw what Keith saw. I thought this was excellent officiating. And you had to be very present. You had to really be in the moment. You got to look at eyes. You got to look at body language. You look for the hands to go limp. Keith did everything right. He saw this 5 times. Clay Guida escaped death. His opponent has now been rope-a-dope. He is exhausted. He cannot go on. And he doesn't. The 7-time, I said 7 times, and I might have left one out. World champion gets tapped out with a rear naked choke. Now, rear naked chokes don't work as well as you guys think they do on TV. Rear naked choke, that's what a guy's done. I have had enough. Get me out of here. My corner has failed. You have failed by not putting me out cold. The referee has failed by not seeing I'm done and throwing the towel in. I'll get myself out of here. Here's my back. Get a good hold. I'll tap when it's ready. Right? That's what a rear naked choke is, but that's what happened here. And either way, Clay Guida has now come back from death 5 times and submitted the 7-time World Jiu-Jitsu champion in a technique that you learn on your first day known as a rear naked choke. I mean, there is a lot of things going on here. And this was a moment of glory that was likely to never come back to Clay Guida, and it has. And Clay Guida is now what we call eligible for another fight. The number one thing you guys need at your job, I need at my job, and these fighters need at theirs. Number one thing, it's not a great job today. It's not even victory today. The number one thing is that I can come back to my job tomorrow. It's the number one thing. I have my job today. Do I have it tomorrow? Clay does. The answer is yes. Now, should he return? All fighters return. It's like drug addicts, alcoholics, gamblers. One more time. One last pull. One last sip. One last puff. It happens every time. Fighters are the same way. Should we? If you're Clay Guida and you don't need to do this, you're not on a trajectory for the championship, you're eligible, you still have a contract, they will bring you out, everybody's as proud of you as Chael is. Should you come back? Because at some point it's going to be your last. And it's not going to be your last on your terms. Unless your name is Lennox Lewis or George St. Pierre, nobody's ever gone out on their terms. They go out face down and embarrassed, which 5 times in the first round on Saturday, Clay was eligible for. And if Clay would have been stopped in the first round, he would not be back. And he wouldn't argue he should. He would fully understand, but he would be gone. So now he gets this glorious moment. I'm asking you, because he's only got two options. He comes back where he doesn't. And even though history says he'd come back, and all of us are well aware that he's going to, there's only one other option. So let's take a good look at it, which is he doesn't. Dana, thank you for the memories. You're not leaving Dana hanging. It's not the same as going out with the championship. You walk away with his belt, like Bret Hart tried to do to Vince, or a couple of boys did do to. It's not the same thing at all. You're an undercard fighter, had a great performance, you got a glorious moment. Goodbye, everybody. It's completely different. Completely. And at some point, it's going to be Clay's last night. It's just not going to be his choice unless he makes it now. It should be considered. It should be discussed. It's unlikely to happen. It should be looked at. Because it's a very beautiful thing when you get to control it. When you go out on somebody else's terms, all you have to look forward to is drug use and alcoholism. So many athletes of all sports, not just ours, NBA, NFL, they're all guilty of it. When they go out on somebody else's terms, they're down. They're down in the dumps. They don't ever recover. They get stuck in that crack of the world and they don't ever come back. You go out the way you want to go. You choose. Life is different completely. The way you will view the sport is different completely. Showing up to the event, showing your faces, coming around the socials, it's very different if you can go out on your terms. That is an option that Clay has right now. Zero part of me predicts for you he's going to take that option, but he should. And he called out Nate Diaz. He's not going to get that fight, but I like the fight, and I understand the call out. Because what Clay is doing is calling somebody out from his era. And Nick Diaz, very famously and candidly told us all, I'm not looking to jump around in there with these young guys. That was the quote. But we get it. We know exactly what Nick is saying. We know what Clay is saying when he tells the story of the call out of Nate. And I'm here just to propose the other side because somebody has to. What a moment for Clay. What a special comeback. What great officiating. Everything was just beautiful. Do you have to have one more sit down at the table? Do you have to play one last hand? You got to pull that wheel one time. We know how this ends. The house always wins. We can delay that. We can kick the can. We can know it's going to be somebody else's decision, or we can make it ourselves. And very few of us are in that spot. Clay's in that spot. I know as well as you guys don't think you need to make I know what he's going to choose. I'm offering a discussion for the only other choice, which is rarely there, but is staring him in the face right now.